Hey, yo, everyone. Welcome back to another lovely episode of Homie Talk with G11. It's your boy, the resident otaku Jude, and you know this is going to be my episode. So without further ado, let's introduce the hostess with the mostest, our boy, G11! And this is where the crowd goes wild.
I'm not throwing up gang signs. I'm just piecing. Hey, it's good to be here.
I mean, it's your show.
Of course. We got to bring up the other homie. We got to bring Sus up in here,
You
too.
right. The one, the only, the failure to destroy Fortress Warrior, Suspect!
Where he at? Bring him in. Wait, there he is.
Not doing it. I want to redo.
What do you mean?
I want to redo. 'Cause that's
What do
bullshit.
you mean redo?
You're
Okay,
full of
fine.
shit.
I got you.
Oh, God.
You know him. You love him. He's suspicious as fuck. It's your boy, Suspect!
That ain't no fucking better, but whatever. Whatever.
Hey.
God
Well,
damn.
what you got for us this week, man?
Oh, what I have for us this week is the start of our tradition. And I know I kind of took over last week with the Jada talk until I'd, met with an unfortunate incident involving a children's card game. So y'all two can kick it off. I'll save mine for the end, and then we're going to get into the topic at hand with the first of three.
Bet. All right, so you want to go first? Or you want me to
Yeah,
go?
you got that one. I ain't got one this week. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't got one.
All
I
right,
had
for
time.
sure. I was going through the list and I was looking at a couple of really, really good ones, but I figured I'd do like a fun one this time. Oh, and also, Kay says, wait a minute, that's not G11.
Yeah. He's the wannabe.
First off, I don't want to hear any of that from you. Mister, I'm going to try to back out of getting my episode as long as possible.
I didn't back out. What do you
Really?
mean?
You be ducking
Oh,
your
I thought we were
episode.
doing the
didn't.
weekly roundup.
No. Why you gotta throw shade like that? I did it though. What you mean?
You did do it. You did
his
do it,
episode.
but
We give him that one. Oh, man.
I mean, I can also just say, really, monetization already? First 3 minutes?
Hey, that thumbnail got me demonetized for this one.
Probably. I won't even lie about it. But I also do want to say, like, for a minute, we did think this was going to be my second episode. You didn't show up, G.
Oh, no, I'm here. I'm in it to win it. I'm feeling great. So,
All right, what you got?
all right, so I'll kick us off with the good old Would You Rather.
Dun,
So,
dun.
right, theme music, please. Okay, so the question I have for you guys: would you rather live in the Middle Ages or the future?
Future.
Why the future?
Slavery.
I'm with him. I'm with him on that one. I'm with him on that one.
Like, why would you want me to go back?
You wouldn't want to fight dragons and
Okay, first off,
do
What
jousting
the fuck
and
is
shit?
First off-
whoa.
let's get politically correct here. If
The
I go
Middle
back,
Ages.
if I go
Mhm.
back to the Middle Ages,
Mm-hmm.
there is still some guarantee that some try pick my ass up and work me.
I mean, but who's to say slavery won't be in the future as well?
Okay,
Right.
first off, in the future, it's just the robotic uprising.
Oh, wait a minute.
I
Case
like
says future
not
'cause
getting
of-
diseases.
I mean, I guess
However,
technically
You don't have to
Mhm.
worry about diseases. You got to worry about computer viruses in your cybernetic implants.
That's true. Oh, we're getting
Same
like Ghost in the
thing.
Shell status here.
So that's kind of like a futuristic problem. Just yeah, it's the same thing, but in the future. Oh fuck.
Just gotta avoid the hentai sites.
Avoid.
He said avoid. What you mean? VPN, son.
Damn.
I don't know. So when I asked the question, I was thinking the Middle Ages just for the cool factor, but actually,
What cool factor? There's
Yeah,
a lot of disease.
Well,
It's gonna
when we
run
think-
rampant. You
Just
try
so
to
you
do
aware-
you try to do any math, you are immediately a witch.
Right? You just want to wear some chainmail, huh? That's
Well, of
all
course
you want.
Of course, it's bad when you think about it practically like that. You know, but
Yeah, what other way is there to think about it?
I want to fight.
At
with
least if I
swords
go
and
to the
shields and shit.
future, I'm the dumbest intellectual.
Look, I want to fight with swords and shields and cut motherfuckers' arms off and stuff. You know
Okay,
what I'm
cool.
saying?
Go ahead and do that. And then when your ass is tied up to the stake, getting burned for being a witch, get reincarnated and find me in the year 20XX with my Mega Buster.
Who's saying you're gonna be just in the year 20? Well,
Oh my
think a
God.
little further, you know?
Okay, I'm resident otaku. It's in the name.
Mhm.
What do most video games do when the good era of gaming? It'd be 20XX.
20XX, or if you want to be like
This
a
man
good
thinking
cartoon.
he finna live the life of Mega Man or Zero or some shit. Like,
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I just want the Mega Buster. I'm not fighting robot masters and Mavericks. No, like I'm not doing all that.
okay.
Just give me a Mega Buster for self-defense.
What about you, Sus?
I said the future, but
Mhm.
like I don't
But-
want shit
but
to do
why?
what he doing. My reason would be,
Because he's gonna be
Yeah.
lonely, so he wants a robot.
I'm not worried about that at all.
He's not worried because he already put some stock into robots.
the robots can move in the future. You know what I'm saying? We just got dolls right now.
That's what we're going for. But no, it would just be the fact that, like, hopefully, shit
Mhm.
is a lot better. And we're better at economy, like the economy's better, and fucking hopefully they come up with immortality. But who knows? We don't know, or something closer to it.
I picture the future with more like that cartoon Futurama.
Yeah, I do expect there to be suicide boots. Yes.
Yeah. Damn.
Sorry, I'm gonna get us demonetized for multiple reasons. I'm sorry.
I just want a robot best friend named Bender, who
Bender Bending Rodriguez.
made in Mexico. That makes no sense to me, but no. Realistically, I think I'll pick the future as well. Middle Ages, it sounds cool, but yeah, Black Plague and witch and all that stuff, not fun. Not
Also, the
fun.
fact that when you time travel, you don't get to take your clothes, so you're just gonna be a naked black man in the streets.
Oh, that's not good.
So now they default think you're crazy.
That's true. They'd be like, "Who? Why is this slave naked?" I said it. I said the S word.
But to counter your would you rather,
What you got?
will you press the button?
Oh man,
Y'all know how it is.
Here we go.
We have
This
our
is-
magic button.
what's the scenario?
A 1% chance at $3 billion.
1% chance.
99% chance your gender changes.
Oh fuck that!
Yeah.
What?
You should have known. Should have known it was gonna be some fucked up shit. Should have known.
Nah,
I'm
man.
choosing the
Hold on.
1%.
Hold on. 3 billion? 3 billion in the bank.
1% though.
Or
I'm gonna-
or
I'm
what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. I would like to keep my male genitalia.
I'm choosing the 1%. At least because
See? Let's go.
Wait, so the whole scenario is you push the button and you have a 1% chance to
3 billion.
win $3 billion or 3
Or-
million.
99% chance to become a woman.
Bruv. Listen, I'm good.
Look, Look, first off,
But if you think about-
you got at least 5 friends, and of your
Mhm.
5 friends, they have 4 other friends, and
So
now
what
you
you
just get
saying?
people to push this button,
But they all gonna get
Hold
gender
on.
change.
and as they all start changing, and you feel like you got that hot streak, Knock a motherfucker out the way, get the money.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Listen, that's at least
You
statistically
keep your pimp
speaking.
hand strong.
First off-
Smack money.
First off, but if you think about it, on
Smack
that,
money.
on the other side of that, if you
Mhm.
do become a woman, you got OnlyFans nowadays. You can probably make that money.
Nah, I'm good.
But I'm good. I'm gonna stick with my 1%. I'm gonna stick with my 1%.
I don't like those eyes.
I don't either.
Look, you just con
I
other
like
people into doing it.
Mm-mm-mm.
And then
That's
press
at
the button.
least 99 button presses before that
Yeah.
100th button press.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Mhm.
fine. It's fine.
And who's
You
to say
just got to
within
know
that
when
90
to. You just got to know when to slide in.
Yeah, but who's to say in that 99 button streak, like of other people pressing it,
When
that
you
they
when
won't
you
get it?
feel it. When you feel
How
it,
the fuck are you gonna feel it?
you wait by the button and watch people push the button.
You feel yourself turn into a woman. That's
No,
it.
no,
Oh
no. You
my
just
God.
so in your gut. It's the gambler instinct.
No,
Yeah,
the camera.
fuck all that. Fuck all that.
But anyway,
Oh,
gambler instinct aside, let's set the tone for our conversation.
let's do it.
1%.
Shut up. So, I want y'all to think back to the days of yore.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up
Hey,
Christmas.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. He gambled with a 4-year-old and lost.
I didn't gamble with a 4-year-old. I didn't gamble. I went into a tournament with the expectation that we were going to have respect for our opponents and it was going to be fun.
Nope.
Can't respect the children, bro. Can't respect it. They will walk all over you in
They
the card
ruthless
game.
out here, boy. Ruthless.
Now I've turned my back. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
take you guys back to the days of yore.
All right.
You wake up on Christmas. You open up that big old box.
Oh boy.
And you know 50%. It's going to be Nintendo 64 if you haven't got one already.
64.
Or it's going to be that PlayStation.
Ooh.
And what games were kids getting around those times? Doom.
There were tons of
Grand
games.
Theft Auto with the top-down view.
I didn't get that. I got fucking Duke Nukem.
There
And
you go. That was another one I was going to name.
I had Crash
Turok.
Bandicoot,
Turok 2. Boy.
Spyro the Dragon.
But to my point, like, these are extremely violent games for the youth, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Very much so.
as we hit that point, Nintendo decided to, kind of hold up. Wait a minute. We are a family entertainment system.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Okay.
turn around and we get stuff like Kirby, Smash Bros, where, yeah, you're fighting, but you're fighting in a party manner. Like, it's fun. No one's really hurt. We congratulate each other.
Right.
Meanwhile, Sony over here going into Metal Gear, choking
Sony-
people out.
Sony had some pretty hardcore games.
Yeah.
Metal Gear, you had well, Manhunt didn't come till later, but they had a lot of stuff depicted blood and violence back then too.
Devil May Cry.
Yep. Fun fact, Devil May Cry was actually supposed to be Resident Evil 4, but
That's right.
True.
to that point, Sony was known for like having those more mature, like gritty games. Obviously,
true.
Xbox came along eventually, but where I have the problem as did he die?
I'm sure he'll be back in. I think he's just adjusting his camera.
Fair. But where I have my problem
Mm-hmm.
as the resident otaku is, I like to play them anime games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. From
And
the
of course, in some cases, I now have to side with the PC master race because I got into visual novels.
See, that's a no for
Shut
me.
up. Visual novels. And with those visual novels, I got to get wonderful story and loads of extra content
Don't
that I
forget the
wouldn't
plot.
get. Yeah, a lot of plot.
A lot of plot, he said.
For those of you out there who are people of culture, you'll understand what plot is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Plot.
So when some of these games finally have a turnaround and, hey, they're going to get put out on the console. I'm like, yo, I can get the same story that I got legally through legal means.
Legally. Yeah, I
can now play that on my console. Let's go. And all of a sudden there's content missing.
Yep.
Or how about this one? G, you ever heard of Tokyo Mirage Sessions?
I have.
So, for those of you who don't know, and this is going to be a spoiler-free comment, it is, when it first got put out there, it was supposed to be a Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem crossover. And when I first saw that statement, because I love both series, I was thinking, oh my god, there's going to be a survival, like, big-brained, map-conquering Shin Megami Tensei game with Fire Emblem type, mechanics to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wrong. I was given a JRPG where Fire Emblem characters were more akin to Persona. And not just akin to Persona, but how do I put this? They kept the turn-based battle, but your Persona is a Fire Emblem character who's here to help you fight the evil dragon of the idol world, so you got to become the top idol.
Pretty much the usual convoluted story.
That's an interesting story, but I'll give it a try. So Japan does a release, and they have all their specific content. Cool. The US gets a release, and we censor it.
And that's typically how it's been with those kinds of games.
Yeah.
But here's the thing on how we censored it. Not only did we choose to censor it, later they decided to do a re-release on the Switch with what they called the Definitive Edition.
That's right.
And Sus, because you kind of disappeared, I want you to take a wild guess. What do you think the Definitive Edition held the content for?
Fucking sexual scene, sexual explicit little
Wrong.
scenes.
We went with the Western version. So everything that they censored, they turned into the definitive game.
Yeah,
no, but that's what it is. Especially let's just say
no. They didn't give back the original Japanese content that was uncensored.
Yeah.
The entire definitive game was the Western release. So Japanese consumers who had the original game, with the anticipation of getting the next game, like the definitive version, an upgraded version of what they had, all they did was buy the Western release of it.
And call it definitive.
Yeah, I understand that. But let's just take one game example, since you probably, I know, but both of y'all should know, actually. Let's say the Senran Congress series.
Sure.
Yes. Or another series that got hit.
Or the Neptunia series. Something also that is a JRPG. It's got censored multiple times because of, certain scenes and stuff that's not really good.
It's a lot of plot.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
The Japanese version still contained that plot. This was, we're making a definitive game.
Correct.
One that is supposed to either blend both sides of the spectrum or at least give the Western consumer what they missed out, because JP consumers usually get all the best things. I'm not even going to lie about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they released the Western content instead.
Well, I think that it's kind of like the best way to summarize it, Sus, because me and Jude were talking about this before. It's like getting Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, right? You remember when that came out? Without the final mix.
Yeah.
No, straight up. Imagine you're playing through the Kingdom Hearts series, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear, oh, Japan has final mix, and you see all the new Heartless, all the new boss battles, right?
Yep.
You buy final mix, and all you did was buy the first Kingdom Hearts game.
That's Yeah, that'd be fucking irritating. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But yeah, it's just is like in Japan, their censorship is totally opposite from us. They
Correct.
censor a lot of gore, bloody stuff.
No, they still have
No,
it.
they
It's
they
just
don't. But no, what I'm saying is
I gotta
from
disagree with
here,
you there.
no, from here to there is a lot more shit that is censored. That just like some scenes like blood and violence, certain
so. With that, I
violent
have to
acts.
ask you this. Obviously, we're looking at it at a different time frame, but
Okay.
what time are they airing those anime?
Late night now, yeah.
Yeah, assuming it's at
For
night.
us, yes.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No,
But
no.
you got to think, we'll say One Piece, right? One Piece over there plays Sunday mornings. Do you think they're going to outright have a bloody hot mess on Sunday morning for the kids?
No.
Oh hell no, no,
No.
At the
absolutely
same time, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, do you really want to have a 15-year-old smoking?
no. The same way they
Yeah.
replaced Sanji cigarette with like a lollipop.
Yeah,
Okay, that was for kids. That was for kids.
Yeah,
yeah.
Which actually adds to where I was going to kind of go later, but kind of works
Good
on the censorship
transition.
piece now.
Mm-hmm.
And for kids with Yu-Gi-Oh's and infamous invisible guns.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah, they did. They
And,
cut a lot of stuff.
and it's just like, I ended up having a conversation with two really great guys, thanks to a homie of mine that we were having a bit of a game night, got to talk to him about it. And they had a
Nice.
very good point where when it came to how we determine censorship, we have two varying extremes on what we're willing to allow, but we never think to bring it to a medium.
Hmm.
Because once again, when it comes to gaming, violence, we hype up all the way. Like, we regularly push out war games, straight up things where people are allowed to be brutal. We released Manhunt and everything was fine.
Yep. Yeah. Manhunt. Oh man, we had some
True.
very, very gory shit.
And then on the other end, we get hypersexual. And we don't want that. Like, we don't want to bring up those conversations.
Correct. Then these are some. So here's my whole take on that, with just the censorship thing in general, right? Like
Hmm.
when with anime and video games and all that stuff, man, everything has a rating. If you notice, whenever you purchase your games, it'll say 18 up or M or whatever, right? So a lot of the stuff that's made, a lot of the games and the content that's created is geared towards adults anyway. So why take away? I mean, we're purchasing it because we want to see the gore, we want to see the right, we want to see the gore, we want to see the sexual stuff. It's rated adult for a reason. It's catered and created for adults. I don't want anything that's watered down. I don't want gore taken away. You know, if they're going to show sex, whatever, put it in there. It's adult content for a reason. Why then further censor it if it already has the rating? You're taking away people's ability to choose what they want to watch and what they want to play.
Hmm.
And I mean, content in general, like when it's just created, like if we just take content as a separate thing, content is not bad. You know what I'm saying? Content is just something that was created.
Right.
Label it appropriately and let us view what we need to view. Like, this is crazy.
Actually,
Drew.
G, real quick, would you be able to pull up some of those examples I sent you?
Yeah,
Mainly,
give me a sec.
I will go with the most innocent one we got, the Doki Doki Literature Club one.
Oh, that is not boy.
Was
Okay.
that the wait a minute. Was that the swimsuit one?
No, that was not the swimsuit one.
No.
But you can go ahead, throw up the swimsuit one. Because going directly into Tokyo Mirage Session, once again, loop that back in.
Bro.
Hang on. We'll bring this up as an example so you guys can see like what we're talking about with the censorship stuff. Give me a sec. Chrome tab. Okay, there we go. All right, so here it is.
There we go.
And there we go. So that's an example of what we're talking about here.
Goodbye monetization.
Demonetize in 3, 2. Okay.
So as you can see, like PC Master Race, the freaking Switch, the family entertainment system of Nintendo,
Isn't
and
that
then
backwards?
PlayStation.
That's so backwards because Nintendo used to be the one that censored everything, right? Because it was the home of Mario. They had Pokemon. They had like all kinds of other stuff with it. Like just like you said, the family wholesome console.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
And
I'm
they
surprised
never-
we went with that one and not like, literally any of the other ones.
Well, you said swimsuit. That's a swimsuit. Hang on.
I thought you were talking about the Tokyo Mirage Session one where they clearly took, hey, it's the summer outfits, bathing suits to hip hop gear.
Hold on, I gotta go.
Oh my god.
That's one.
That was the one I meant initially with Doki Doki Literature Club. Like, what is that black stuff?
Yeah,
That's supposed to be what the fuck?
They
It's not
censored
blood?
the blood, and they put like I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like some digital stuff
Yeah.
under like covering. Like it's just weird. It looks really weird. This is the other one, so that's the summertime.
There is the Tokyo Mirage Session one.
Mm-hmm.
So between the bathing suits of the East, the other gear that we gave for like the West, and then when the definitive edition released, you don't even get those swimsuits.
Right.
You get that hip hop gear.
That's the summer clothes. That's kind of funny, man. I don't understand what's driven Sony to go on the censorship train because this really goes back to like 2018, my guy. She bleeds ink. It's the it's the themes. So this goes back to 2018. That's when Sony really instituted that like their new policy or whatever, and they that's when they really started covering up, so to speak, and but it's hypocritical again because you had that stuff like Last of Us 2 where you got that scene with one of the main characters, Abby, getting her back blown out. Like how like they show it like as uncomfortable as it is for me to see it. Hold on, I'm just trying to do a quick Google search. I mean, it's in the thumbnail too.
I mean, you could probably just find meme pictures of it because they roasted that scene.
Bro, she was built like a linebacker.
Yeah, I think that's what really made it a little odd for me is because it's almost depicted as like two men, basically.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, not saying we're against that lifestyle, but just to me in particular, that just it's a little weird. It's not my cup of tea. I'll put it that way. All right, here we go. So I'll share. This is just a quick Google search I did. So that's the Abby the Last of Us 2 scene, and you can see like that. That's where everything that comes up. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it was more that like uncanny valley type area.
Correct. I mean, but my point is, right? Sony showed like this did not get censored in the game.
Let me ask a question. How do you think they had to mocap that, right?
Yeah, that was all motion captured. Oof.
Yeah. Think about that. Think about that one.
If you read Sword Art Online, Kirito actually has a entire thought process while spending a night with Asuna about how someone had to program these feelings into the game. I'm gonna let you all deduce what was going on, but
I'm not even gonna ask. I already know, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
But so you don't censor that, but then you censor all the cartoon boobs, and then most recently they censored it was a horror game that came out called Martha is Dead.
Oh yeah,
it was a horror game that came out.
That shit is brutal.
Yes,
it is. Oh, 100%.
Like they're like, that's justifiable. That shit is fucking scarring.
But here's the thing.
Not even lying to you.
Here's the thing. So like certain games, like I even remember back in the day, because they wanted to get Mortal Kombat to pass through the censors.
Oh,
so they made the toggle of turning on and off blood mode, air quotes.
Blood mode.
So being able to do that, that's one thing. That gives player choice to do that.
I'm gonna pull this up while you're talking, by the way.
On the other end, this is just like outright removing content to as a peer of mine who will be known as the Night Elf Mohawk usually goes and says, "You gotta protect the kids."
That's right.
You always gotta protect the McNuggets.
Well, here's the thing. So, just kind of on the side note, this is the scene that was removed from the PlayStation version of this game. Basically, it's a scene where the main character, she's cutting the face off of her sister, like her twin sister, and I mean, I watched the clip. I mean, it looks pretty real, but it's more of a. This is just more of a psychological type horror. It doesn't have a lot of jump scares. It's just, you really got to watch the story. But I mean, I feel like, I don't know. Again, if it's labeled appropriately, 18 and up or mature, we should be able to get the full experience. I don't want content cut. Either way, if it's anime boobies or whatever, keep it there. What's going to happen is. And what we have seen, and you actually stated this earlier, Jude.
I legally obtained it.
You legally obtained it, but people are going to go to other consoles and PC. You know what I mean?
And let's you know how before you even go honestly, let's just say when you go to a website, you got to type in your or enter in your age,
yeah.
My thing is just spitballing this. Take it whatever way you want. For consoles, you have parental controls, right?
Yeah.
You can control that to monitorize what game or what age rating you want your games to be, that you want your kids and stuff to play.
And that's true, because way back before the digital era, you actually had to go out and look someone dead in the eyes.
That's right.
Yes, I would like to get Soul Calibur so I could have a girl sit on someone's face.
Why you gotta talk about
as part of the combo? As part of the combo. I want to have a combo like that, where I take a pole, knock out your ankles, and smack them in the dick. I will look you in the eyes and say, yes, I'm putting money to that.
But yeah, I mean, not even just the sexual content, right? Like the stuff like Grand Theft Auto, right? Where you just driving around and just shooting people.
Do whatever you want.
You literally do. Exactly. Stuff like that. You couldn't be 11 years old, walk into a store and be like, I'd like to purchase this. They're going to look at you like, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why not implement, or make it mandatory to make a censorship or a parental account, or child account, and have parental privacy on it.
Well, that's the thing. When you start making the accounts, that is where you kind of get set up that setting.
Yeah, you can. You can straight up create a child account on PlayStation or any.
But some people are lazy, don't want to do that.
And that's on them.
That's on them, though. Yeah,
they can't turn around. And I know they're probably the same people who make this argument. Oh, the games are hurting my kid. No, you enabled your child to be able to get that content.
Correct. I know at my age when I was younger, I definitely shouldn't have been playing Grand Theft Auto. Right. I mean, but
none
it is
of
what
them
it is. Am I going to let my kids? Partake. Oh, go ahead.
Letting them go into the back alley with a hooker in the car, let her do a thing, getting out the car. We're done. Let me get my money back.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't familiar, in Grand Theft Auto, you can pick up prostitutes and pay them money for services.
You shouldn't do it in real life.
And
it's illegal.
It's in real life.
It's illegal in real life. So we aren't promoting it. We're just talking about what's in the game.
Right.
But yeah, stuff like that, driving around and it's up to the parents to make sure the kids aren't, getting involved in that type of stuff. But again, if stuff has the proper rating, just rate it appropriately, let the full content through, and stop all the censorship stuff. And actually, it's not even it's selective censorship. I'll put it that way, because again, they let certain things slide through and censor other things, right? Like we have Red Dead Redemption 2 on there, where there's all kinds of I mean, you can tie people up, put them on a train track, and watch it run them over. You know what I mean? Or
true.
Oh, what's K got? I can't believe they'll show you breaking the law in the game called Grand Theft.
Not wrong. He not wrong.
I mean, the logic though, a lot of parents, it's not there for some people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh my, and they'd rather
What was
blame the
that?
games.
What was that game on the 360 that
Mhm.
you were? It was like this bleak, like kind of top down black and white video game where you just go around literally just massacring everybody.
I don't
Like,
know.
I
No
gotta
idea.
get you.
Only thing I touched on 360 was Halo.
Mm-hmm. Well, we played a lot of in our little Xbox group back in the day. We played a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I played on your Xbox.
Yeah, you did. That's right.
I was Sony till I die, until
the
someone
hands
sold me
on-
an Xbox for $50.
He caught
you
the
know,
hands on 360.
That's the sad part though, right? Like I bet we could just poll random people and ask like what console they spent the most money on. I guarantee most people are gonna say like Sony PlayStation. Most time, most money, and most hours and stuff like that. Like PlayStation, I've spent a lot of time and effort into that, and it's just really frustrating to see that they're shifting in this way.
And real
Oh, wait a
quick,
minute.
Kay, I do not think that was Manhunt. I know Manhunt was released on the PlayStation 2.
Mhm.
No, it was another one on the PlayStation 2 that I think called Postal.
Yes,
Also,
That was a fucked up game.
I
but
don't recall that one.
real quick,
Yeah,
I do
what-
kind of want to wrap this one up because even though G didn't mention it, I do have 2 more topics.
Yeah.
So anyone got any closing remarks for censorship?
I think that we really just got to pay attention to that stuff. I think censorship is bad. Allow adults to make the purchases for adult things that they want to get. Just label it appropriately. That's
Don't
all
be
I
cutting
got.
my content just because some kids fucked it up for everybody.
Oh, that's all we got, Jude. Let's go to the next joint.
So next one I got for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Similar scenario. I want you to go back to your days of your youth. You just got home from school.
Okay.
Toonami's about to kick it.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
alternatively, Saturday morning, you're hitting up that Kids WB or the Fox Kids. And what do you get? Dubs. You got dubs. That's right. I'm coming out swinging right now.
Like
you cannot deny you didn't watch Dubs.
We did have nothing but those back then.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
And with that, I have to raise the question. Subs versus dubs.
Oh my fucking god. You're just stirring the fucking. No, we're not. I'm not answering that because on one hand, you know what? Fuck it, I'm answered. I think honestly, if you are a sub or dubbed only, you're just waiting for the story to progress. So let's say, for instance, when it's just Naruto. When Naruto stopped airing pretty much on Toonami, you didn't have nowhere else to watch it. Unless you would kind of went online and then you were forced to watch it in a different language. You was like, oh, I don't want to read this shit.
But when you watched it online, you guaranteed found a sub that was made by a fan. And they're sitting over here like, Sasuke, you little
yeah.
I'll bring you back to
all the cursing.
Yeah.
Because you're my friend.
So you're either forced to watch some fan-made dub, which was god-awful, or watch the Japanese. And, because, I ain't gonna lie, the first time I watched Dragon Ball in Japanese because, I wanted to see what the rest of it. The first time I watched it, it was god-awful. I hated how high and shrill fucking Goku's voice actress was. But you get over it because you want to watch, you want to see what happens. So, I mean, I'm for sub. I'm for sub. But that's just me.
What about you, G? I know you're sitting there thinking about it, and you're probably thinking about that Super Saiyan speech Goku gave right now.
Good old
the
Super
fucking
Saiyan.
Super Saiyan speech, which was not bad in fucking English. It was fucking pinnacle of
You're
that
talking
era.
You talking about when he first achieved it, or you talking about the Super Saiyan 3?
No,
the
that
first
that
one.
when he first attained, like, man's just killed Krillin,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it hit him. He was the hope of the Omniverse.
You
He
know,
is the Alpha and the Omega,
Right,
and he is here to defeat Frieza.
that's true. Well, you know, the English version was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like that joint had me hyped up. Hell, even when he did the Super Saiyan 3 transformation, I was pretty hyped about that too. Because like
Side
I was
note: the entire Super Saiyan 3 transformation was because Akira Toriyama forgot what the transformations were. He straight made a chapter to remind himself what they were.
oh my god. Well, that makes sense. I mean, he chronologically listed out in his speech. He's like, "This is Super Saiyan 1. This is Super Saiyan 2. And this is the Go Further Beyond." He's like screaming and stuff. I'm like, okay, I see you. You know, overall, I like both equally, though, I'd say. You know, I don't necessarily prefer one over the other because sometimes the dub voices are really well done,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's just awful.
It
I'm not
depends
gonna
on the
lie.
anime, honestly, because yeah, like you said, there is some voice actors that are better in sounding
Right.
in dub or versus sub and vice versa.
Yep.
Because let's just say if you ever seen Fate, any of the Fate series.
Mhm.
You're talking to a guy with a PhD in Fate Grand Order.
That's his bread and butter right
See,
there, bro.
so which one would you prefer? Would you prefer?
Okay,
Say no.
I
Let me finish. Let me finish. Would you
anything
prefer
done by
Saber?
Studio Dean and Fate needs to burn. That is what I'm saying. Anything done with Studio Dean and Fate needs to burn.
Man's got strong feelings about it.
Answer the question though. Would you prefer Saber saying Excalibur in dubbed or sub?
Honestly, I will propose it either way because Saber is an English woman. Therefore, if she were to say it in English, that is completely fine with me. However, I
Why
fucking
you
love
gotta
her
do it?
Japanese voice actress.
See,
I love
see,
her I only pulled for Shenhe because she is Saber's voice actress.
there you go.
But you
But
know what? Oh, go ahead, sis.
no, you got it.
I think where Jude was going with this question though is that like, okay, in terms of the translation and the localization part.
And that is where I was going to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, I'm going to bring up these gentlemen I spoke to because we actually engaged in the conversation. I was kind of sad they didn't join now.
Oh,
Brings a tear to my eye.
We had someone here briefly, the Poker Garage. I don't know if that was one of them.
Oh, I have no idea.
Huh.
I mean, I kind of wish they also messaged me to let me know they were going to jump in, even though I gave them the link, which now makes me feel rude. But
right.
regardless, as we talked about it, they brought up this proposition, which 4Kids. What 4Kids ended up doing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Outside of the invisible guns and copious amounts of censorship, they translated it into a way that actually related to the Western audience by, yeah, we have the main character Yugi, but then we have Jonichi, who was Joey Wheeler.
There you go, Jude.
That's because there. Hey, I love you guys. Did you get my Steam idea? The SteamYard link? You can jump in. I love you.
I love you, fucking boy.
But yeah, it was like they made those translations, and even though they could keep those connotations that came from the Japanese, rather than working their way to translate certain things that aren't going to come across, such as My Hero Academia's Deku. We hear it and it was just Deku, and the last time I heard Deku, it was just a fucking Deku tree in Legend of Zelda.
True.
That's how it applied to me. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate you.
What were we eating?
But even so, like, that's how it comes across to us because we don't understand the double meaning. Right. As where in the Japanese, Deku has more of a significance because in one end, he's literally being ridiculed because Deku refers to him being useless. while all of a sudden another character uses it, but they misunderstand it as a more positive connotation. We don't get that.
No, in
True.
English we just hear Deku.
And they have sometimes they go out of the way to explain it, but then sometimes you just
They do, but even then it's lost in connotation. Or even the fact that All Might, a Japanese man who went to America to learn his copious state-based attacks. We look at it because it's just like, oh yeah, Colorado smash. Oh yeah, he made a tornado.
Detroit, Missouri.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of. I mean, they couldn't have made them more American.
Wait, then the big one, the big final one was United States.
United States of Smash.
Yo, low key though, I don't give a fuck who you are. He went hard in the Japanese version of that one. Just saying that sounded so much better.
But here's the thing. With that, there's that added context. This is a Japanese man listing off American-based techniques.
That is true.
So yes, it's gonna get harder. And where it makes me sad is I listened, obviously I was on YouTube while simultaneously doing some of my research, and listened to a probable bad voice actor explain how he was told when he was figuring out how to give the inflections, do all that with the acting portion, he was told, oh yeah, just watch the Japanese one and then have that same energy.
Oh, that's not quite right though.
So if I just watch some guy yell for 5 minutes, that's what you want me to do?
Just yell.
Like, I don't get any context. I'm not. You just want me to yell for 5 minutes so I look like like a dick? I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't always translate over correctly. You know, we end up with this weird kind of thing. That's kind of like a good comparison to that. Like, I don't know, I'd say maybe Rock Lee and Naruto.
Listen, I'm gonna do this. Got you. Just
Oh.
listen. Listen
Okay.
to this shit.
Is there a clip too? I hope there's a clip. I want to watch.
Yeah. I got you.
But yeah, I'd say like, you know, something like that. Oh, what's this? Is that the move? Oh,
this is it. This is it, my boy. This is it.
Okay, here we go.
United stay
Like, tell me the first time you heard that. You was like, damn, like, come on.
Made you hyped up, made you want to go to the United States of Smash.
Right.
Bump all that. I re-blued again.
Yeah,
I'm ready to re-enlist.
Made me feel pride. Look, when I heard that, I just pictured America. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, it's going to take a minute, but you get my point. Yeah.
But with that, then comes the other side of it, though. The other side of the house when it comes to dubs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some of, I know you want to stay away from it because it's kind of a buzzword, but folks have been putting out their agendas.
Yeah.
Such as Funimation. And their dubbed adaptation of the Dragon Maid series.
I see, like, I stopped watching that like halfway through the first season. And like,
I guarantee you can genuinely find dubbed clips on where they're looking at like specific connotations and jabs at American specific things.
Like, you know, I've seen like I guess it's in its third season now. I've seen like some of the censorships and that like are some of the dumbest fucking censorships. I know I'm kind of going on a tangent about it, but
go for it.
It's like certain things like, is it what the fuck?
Don't mind me.
It's like certain scenes that like aren't needed to be fucking censored. Or they don't play out the same because they were censored. Let's just say fucking there's this one, I don't even know how to fucking comprehend this shit. There is one character whose rack is the size of 2 fucking beach balls.
You're talking about Ulu.
Oh my
Yeah.
days! Here we go.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But it's like
It's a
they
TV 12.
censored it by basically they flattened her out and gave her a cloak over it. Oh. But yeah, and it doesn't play out the same. I don't know I'm lagging, but fuck y'all.
What is it? Because they still is it because in the actual anime, like they talk about the
They do.
ridiculousness
They
size
actually
of
bring
her
up.
breasts?
So, like, you know how dragons are supposed to have like that fire breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as she breathes in, all
Boy,
that
these
flame,
motherfuckers get fiery red.
I haven't watched the anime, so that's why I'm asking. Like,
I got you. You give me a second. I got you.
don't. We
Do you
do
mi-
not need the copyright
I'm
strike.
doing it. I'm
do you
doing it.
monetization
No,
incoming?
send it to him after. We're preserving
Yeah,
the channel
Because you know
with our
those
good,
animes,
whole content.
Okay,
those
fine.
animes copyright strike fast.
They do.
Them companies don't play.
Like,
if you even
You already did United States. Like, we can't.
That was like a 10-second. All right,
We
got
just,
you.
we do.
I got you.
We,
yo
mm,
even 10 seconds, like they go hard. I've seen. I think someone's whole channel was taken down because like all they did was like anime reviews,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and like the company was like, no, copyright, took that shit down.
and
Like,
also
they-
those hits Team 4-Star used to take back in the day.
Mhm. Yep, Team 4-Star. Yep. Even though they,
I mean, I'm
dubbed
glad
over
they're still
everything.
alive, but like
Yeah.
they took hits.
Damn.
Copyright. Well, watch after we finish this one. I'll probably see a copyright for Boku no Academia.
But my point is, what I really wanted to get in, especially bringing up the Dragon Maid one and some of the scenes that come off, is like there was a scene where a character was forced to cover up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Japanese connotation of why she did it. She knew that the individual she was partnered with, like hangout wise, was embarrassed to be around her, and she tried to do it to look more modest of her own intent.
Okay.
The English dub then brings it up, and it's just like, oh, we noticed you're more covered up. Oh, yeah, it's because of the patriarchal system.
Oh shit. Completely changed like the message behind
Entire narrative.
Talking about the patriarchy. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just those kind of things where that is where I, as a person, kind of like, this is where I got to stick to subs because at least they're hanging on more to it. And if you get those good translations, at least to try to stay true to what the individual is actually saying, as Kay said it, watch art in the length it was intended. It's not just Japanese stuff.
That's right.
This man showed me Bollywood Man.
Yeah,
This
the
man,
Bollywood.
like, out of the bullet. No, it was a knife. Knife came flying out. It was crazy. I would show that clip, but I'm scared, so I'll show it to you guys later.
I want to see a.
But the point is, like, there's some things that do get missed. However, there is a way to do it appropriately.
There is.
As I mentioned with that talk I had last night, like, you don't have to ruin the entire series. You can keep the intent. But if you want to make it more palatable, I suppose, like, hey, like, make those name changes in an appropriate way. Because Jonichi, okay, I can see we got Joey. Kaiba, I don't know what happened with Kaiba, but that man's too rich to have his name changed. And ultimately, like, there are ways you could do it. There are ways you can make it good. And check some of your voices. I'm sorry, like, don't yell at me because you were told to yell for 5 minutes.
Chris, can't hear you, boy. You muted yourself.
My bad. I was gonna say I agree with everything you're saying there, 100%. And I don't know. It's just a more as we could do better with translations and localizations, and again, just not cutting content or censoring it. Like, just give us the stuff as it was intended. We're adults. We know what we're partaking of. Let's label it appropriately, whether it be anime, video games, movies, whatever. And, you know, just leave it at that, you know, and let the adults or the parents decide what they're showing to their kids and whatnot.
Because if you won't, Pirate Bay will.
Because shit like redo of Healer should not be on TV.
Hey, that one got 2 different airings for Japan.
Yeah,
they had a clean airing and the late night airing.
Best believe who you was watching that late night, boy.
Hey, I'm the resident otaku, not the resident degenerate.
The resident degenerate.
What's the difference?
The difference is I am indeed a man of culture. You are a man with a hentai addiction.
What? Fuck? No, I am not.
I'm a man of culture. I don't know about you.
You just calling me out saying I got an addiction. That's fucked up. No, I don't.
But with that, appreciate y'all for another lovely episode with the panel. Appreciate our usual guests, our new folks who were watching.
Oh yeah, definitely thank y'all for tuning in. It's always good to get more people in on the conversation and see different points, different viewpoints, and it's good to know people are just watching and enjoying the content. So make sure y'all definitely are liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel.
Yep. And with that, peace out, y'all. It's been 107 days since that tag duel was offered and no progress has been made.
Oh my God.
He didn't say anything about it today, but I know he's thinking it.
But, you know, I thought I would.
Right now, right after this, let's go so we can shut the fuck up about it. Let's go.
Y'all got it. My ass is going to sleep after this.
Damn, old fart.
107 days.
Matty has a timer.
Is he really counting that shit?
No, I think last week he said 100, so I'm just added 7.
Wait, he's being nice giving us a day off.
Yeah.
And with that, for real though, one love to all of you. Let's get them subscribers. Like, get that like button. And again, if we get this to, you know what? I'm feeling adventurous.
Oh, God.
If we get 9 likes, 900 likes.
Oh, wait, no, Joe.
Oh, now it's 900.
Oh, shit.
Fine. If we get 9 likes, we'll do that follow-up to the Air Force episode.
Oh, yeah, Air Force Part 2. Yeah, definitely got to do that one. That'll be good.
The one we keep pushing.
That's all y'all. I can't do nothing about that.
Actually, you can. How's that hand tattoo?
Oh, yeah. How's your hand tattoo?
Well, I have to go back in, but it's a lot lighter now.
It is. It's not all crusty now either.
Yeah, it's not. But I have to go back in and get the rest of it done.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, man. Well, all right, audience.
Stay blue. And once again, love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.